What's up guys, welcome to today's video. I just want to be fully transparent with you guys. If you notice, I've been holding the camera crooked a lot. It's not because I'm trying to be different or I'm trying to be artistic. My glasses that I've been wearing, for whatever reason, get mad at this camera screen that I've been using recently. So like this, it's completely black and I can't see anything. Like this, I can see everything. We're headed to the shop, grabbing some coffee. We're gonna see if Colette can handle holding the coffee while the Skyline does a gripped up 2-3-4. So that's gonna be the highlight of my day. Yep. Nope, that's all. We're gonna see if you can pass the cup holder test.
What does that mean?
See if you can hold the cup while I do a 2-3-4 pull without spilling all over yourself.
Well, it's already like half spilled, so that's not fair.
She's off to a bad start, guys, I told you. I drank some coffee for her.
I drank some too.
Did you?
Yes.
It does grip pretty good with those tires. It's not a bad move on your part. We're gonna have to wait till the next light. Think you're ready?
I think so, yeah. No.
The camera died mid-pull. Is that a tactic?
No, it died. It just died, but I did it.
Nothing but the best for the missile chaser. So I hate adjustable arms, especially on a car that's going to be traveling a lot on the road just because everything gets loose. It's just an extra thing to worry about, and I really like the design of the Ikea Formula rear camber arms. Ikea Formula is definitely like some of the higher end stuff that you can get out of Japan for, you know, chasers, R34s, S chassis. And I just wound up getting pretty much all their arms since all the bushings on my car are kind of done. And the options that were available stateside were either back ordered or just something I wasn't like stoked on putting on the car. So I'm pumped on this stuff. A lot of times, like a rear camber arm design like this, it won't be styled like this, and you'll have like kind of like a typical adjustment, and sometimes on both sides, sometimes one in the center, and then you have that weak rod. Where this design allows you a little bit easier adjustment because you just undo these bolts and you can slide it, kind of how our front camber arms are. And I think that will be a lot easier if we do need to make any adjustments. But more or less, I'm excited because now I can zero out the camber in the rear of the chaser, which has been about -1.5 to -2, and get a lot better tire wear and maybe even a little more grip out of it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, damn, it has to be a lot easier to come off.
I told you it was easier, right?
You always told me everything is easy.
I swore when I did this last time, it like worked really well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't here last time, but
no worries.
Every time he says something is easy, yeah, doesn't
Something
work out
happens.
that way.
Well, it's because the Schulman's luck.
He can say the same thing, I think. What? Oh, this is easy. Next minute, 2 hours later.
Now that I can fab now,
minute.
look, I've been welding all
Neck
day.
minute.
Like, I've been welding all day. Look at this.
Are you?
Look at all what I did. Alberto's been over here, just playing. What's it called? Game of Thrones. What's that game you always play on your phone? Game of War.
Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans. I've been laying dimes. He's been laying headshots on his clan. What do you think about my pipe? Alberto said, "Lay the pipe." This is what I did. Top secret. Top secret. You can wait for the vlog.
Voila.
I think we're just gonna ditch that one. I think we're just not gonna use that one. Okay. Mike, top secret! So the Chaser leaves in T-minus 24 hours for a special trip. And one thing that I want to do before it leaves is a water sprayer system like Nick did in the 240 in California. I have limited supplies and a very limited timeline, so I'm going to do my best with what we got here to kind of make my own ghetto bracket and see if I can hold that thing down and get it spraying water to keep the car cool. So we're going to start with some of the leftover material from Cloette's dual setup, and I'm going to see if I can use this for the hooks that are going to hold it in place. Thanks, Colette.
Still my part?
Yes, she sponsored me. Shout out House of Pre for the sick bar. And I cut it a little bit too short. God. So it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I wanted to keep it very minimalistic, so in the event of drift week, if I need to remove it to fit a spare tire or something back there, I can pretty much undo the bungee cord, pull it out, and if I need to take out the brackets, it's 3 10mm bolts with just riv nuts underneath. So
super easy.
Super sturdy. I know a lot of people asked me on the other S13, did I feel a difference? And I never really answered it in a video. If anything, that car felt better. I don't know if the water sloshing kind of gave me like a better flick, or if the extra weight kind of gave me more of a pendulum effect or like a little more grip in the rear, but the car drove better than it ever had, and that one was a 15-gallon tank. So this is half the size. I wanted it to be a little more compact. The other one's a little bit overkill, but I had a ton of space in that car. So for this one, I'm gonna see how it is, and if it works well, I know this was like, I think $60 or $70 at Northern Tool. It's just an ATV weed sprayer that like, I think it's like a 7-gallon or whatever I said. And I don't know, I'm excited. I'm gonna wire it up tomorrow, run some line. All it is this line, just with some cheap little sprayers, like mister thingies. And
Didn't your other one cool your car like 30 degrees cooler?
dude, it was like I'd flick it on and the car would drop like 30 degrees in an instant.
That's
so
nuts.
if I can hot lap with all the Z's, then, because now that we got more power, it's gonna be running a little hotter.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you can use it to spray the oil cooler, you can use it to spray the power steering cooler, use it to spray the intercooler, use it to spray myself in the face when I get hot, use it to spray my girlfriend when she gets mad in the passenger seat because my music is too screamo. Anything, the possibility. My filmer when he starts getting foggy lenses and getting real sassy. Yeah, Johan, what'd you think about my little setup back here?
It's like, opening
What? What's so funny?
a landscaping business.
I mean,
or
listen.
pest control.
Listen, I did a little bit of pest control in my day. Johan got in early this morning, got it all wired up, ran the hose through this nice little ground over here, running underneath the car, and should we show him in front? Where the party is? Come look.
Where all the drip is at.
Where the drip
Where-
is at, he said.
Yo, where's the drip?
So, super simple. It's just this clear hose that I showed you guys yesterday with these little plastic sprayers. All right, you want to do the honors and flick the switch?
Yep.
Yo, it's about to get wet in here. Get ready for it.
Yo. Oh yeah.
Water everywhere.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir.
Knock yourself?
Wet.
Yo, so we got a little switch right here, and then this factory hole, and I go, bah. That's it. Freddie helped me get the AC actually like wired up properly. I don't think we covered it in the video, but we didn't have the input coming from the actual climate control module. And on these cars, it's important to run it through that because that's where all like the pressure safeties and everything are built in. So rather than just bypassing it and have the EMU turn on the AC clutch, it actually will run through this now. So when I press the button, it sends a signal to the ECU, it says okay to run AC, and then the EMU then turns the clutch on, and then we're good to go.
So this is no longer a missile. This is somebody's daily.
I mean,
Now.
This is
It's-
luxury spec now.
Yeah.
it's still got a smashed firewall and like maybe like half of the airflow of a normal car would have, but I think in Connecticut will be okay. Florida, it's still a little hot, but I think Connecticut, the 50% AC will do the trick. Apologies for the lack of vlogging in this video. I keep losing my vlog camera because somebody keeps stealing it. Michael? Michael, is it with the wine?
Stealing it to edit, sir.
Yeah, and then where's it go? I don't know. What are you doing over
In your
there?
skyline at your house.
Like,
What are we doing with this? Is to pick up your engine. No, that's, I don't think that's what
That
we're
is
doing.
incorrect,
we don't
sir.
use spongy cords for this?
Nope, definitely not.
Pretty sure it'll hold.
Definitely not, sir. So, Alberto's gonna give us a little bit of rundown on what he's been up to on this thing while he's been toying around with the Chaser. Alberto, talk to me about lines.
Well, I've been making the turbo lines for the past like day and a half or day. That includes welding, okay? It includes welding, taking the oil pan off, removing the engine out of
There
the
you
car
go.
in order to actually weld the oil pan bung, and also, as you can see here, the top feed for the coolant lines. So we modified the factory thermostat housing. There's this little spot right here. I'm guessing the turbo one already has like an actual drill all the way fitting here for the turbo line. They cross over the front. Of course, we gotta wrap everything with some nice DI heat wrap to make it all look nice, since we're gonna be using it on the turbo. That's what keeps our lines from melting and deforming. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys may have that happen, because it happens very often. So to save that from happening, use some of these things. I did a custom 4AN oil feed line. We're using the Vibrant high flow PTFE fittings. This is a PTFE line, it's not rubber on the inside, so it's like super high pressure. Very easy to make. Then we have another one all the way down here, connected to a Mishimoto oil filter sandwich, so we could have a oiled outlet for the turbo. Then, as you can see here, since we are not currently running an oil cooler yet, I did an oil loop. So I just have a hose here, loops back into the housing, so it completes the flow of oil without the need of an actual oil cooler.
I don't think we talked about this before, but over here, I know we took photos of it. I can't remember if we included it in the video, but we're running TurboSmart's 60 mil gate. If you look at this side, it is so big I can almost fit my tiny little fist in it.
It uses a 2.5-inch outlet pipe.
It is wild. One thing that I'm a little concerned about, I don't know if I've told you guys this or not, but for the torque converter, the aftermarket one I ordered that can handle the power that this thing's gonna be making isn't gonna be here for 2 or 3 weeks. In the meantime, we were able to source a stock one through PBH, and because of that, we're not gonna be able to run crazy boost right off the bat. So in the gate right now, we have an 11-pound spring. My guess is around 11 pounds, this thing's still gonna be making over 500 wheel, maybe even 600. So I just didn't want to, have a 18-pound spring in it and then be making 800 wheel that the stock torque converter can't handle. So I think comfortably we'll be able to make about 700 with the setup and all the parts that we have right now until we get the aftermarket torque converter. Oh, the downpipe. Did we show the downpipe? You showed welding it.
Yes.
Did you?
Dude, it looks so big. This looks like the exhaust from my truck.
But it is 4-inch.
I know.
Now look at it, like it's so much easier to install this out of the car.
Look at that.
It looks so big, like look at that thing.
Damn.
I honestly wish I could like polish the pipe, but it's gonna be so much work and we don't have that time right now. Maybe later on it can be done.
I'm like, I know, it almost looks like fence post with these like machining marks. I like want to Scotch Brite it, but I don't want to get rid of the weld marks, and I don't want to coat it, but I don't want to heat wrap it. I don't know what I want to do with it.
It's galvanized pipe.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
No.
A little bit.
Oh my god, that would have sucked too well if it were.
I know. That's what I thought it was at first. I'm like, we got fence post 4-inch right here.
Oh my god, no.
Dude, I had fence post exhaust in one of my cars. I forget which. I think it was the Quambec S13 had fence post exhaust.
God.
Smelly?
Great sound, very different, unique.
Yeah.
A couple other things. We have these cool aftermarket studs from Dominator. Looks real nice with these copper-looking nuts on here. Alberto welded a nice little fitting down here for the water line. I can't remember if he showed that, but it's just nice and tidy, and everything's actually really easily serviceable on this engine. Unlike the RB, which even with our best intentionality on how that setup was built, it's just so tight in the engine bay and it's really hard to access certain lines and stuff. Everything on this, even in the car, is still going to be pretty easy and nice to service, so I'm excited about that.
I'm glad the wrench fits everywhere, except probably the hardest thing could possibly be maybe taking off the return on like on almost every turbo, but even still I managed to put the wrench in here. It's easy. I can actually say that it was easy, like Adam likes to say.
I know. Now, if we put this in, like, say, an S chassis, it wouldn't be as fun. But the fact that we're doing it in a G350 or an S550, I should say, with a ton of room, makes it a lot easier. A lot of people have been asking questions about what we're going to do in regards to making all of the factory dash and stuff communicate. And if you are familiar with Trevor, Motion Auto TV, what he did in his S550, essentially, if the car does not see a crank signal, then the body control module will time out, which means you have no power steering, none of your lights will work, nothing on the dash will work. So one way to trick that is to send a crank signal to it. And what he did, he actually took the trigger wheel from the original motor, the EcoBoost motor, took that crank sensor, kept it wired to the stock ECU so that it could see that, continue cranking, would fire on with the push button, and the dash would continue working. We're gonna do a similar thing. However, the same exact trigger wheel is on this engine that comes on the GT350 Voodoo. So we're hoping that we can just steal the signal from the crank sensor on this engine, send it to the stock ECU with our own plug and pin that plug so we can get the dash working until this car is in Connecticut and can go to Wiring Specialties, where they have actually been sniffing out a stock GT350. They can kind of like plug into the OBD port and read all of the different communication of the CAN signal, take that data, and then when we give them this car, they can take it and they can send all of that CAN signal from the actual standalone ECU to the dash and whatever needs to be happy for the car to run. What? Did I say something wrong?
Is it supposed to smell like can?
Can? Oh, because it's sniffing the can. We need a soundboard. Mike, can we get a soundboard? We need our own soundboard for when Alberto tells a joke. It needs to be, but it needs to be Alberto laughing at his own joke. That'd be so funny.
Can I have a next minute like soundboard thing?
Everybody gets to choose 3 soundboards. We need.
All right, I got neck minute. I got teak. And then what else?
No, damn it, Schulman. Damn it, Schulman
Damn
is.
it, Schulman. Yeah, that has to be in there. I think that's my 3.
We need our own like little, like, you know how they have the apps for like all your favorite TV shows, like with the soundboards. Imagine we have one that's just Alberto's catchphrases.
And who knows? That might go viral.
It might go viral.
It might be very fun with a lot of people out there.
All right, now the very last thing before this missile car gets loaded up, other than giving it a quick wash, I'm going to be doing one last aesthetic mod. I got another set of valve covers. These are the ones from the E36. I took the ones off this, and I got them powder coated a color that just so happened to be almost an identical match to the wrap on this car. So I'm gonna swap them out real quick, just to make sure, you know, we looking fresh. Ow, this bolt is very hot, Mike. It is burning my hand. Look.
That's pretty spot on, dude.
Sick, right? I don't know how it's gonna look in there, but I don't know. I just felt like doing it. It's pretty close. I feel like it'll give that engine a bit of a little extra spice.
Yeah.
Right. Jesus.
You know that was coming?
Yeah.
I can't believe I fell for that.
Did you get that on camera?
Yeah.
That's great. Did it get you wet?
No. Scared me a little bit.
We've got a secret field trip coming up. We've got 3 puppies traveling across the country. We've got the big boy, big baddie right here. We've got the GT3. It's finally getting some love. She's been just sitting in the garage in Florida, and I just feel bad because it's sitting there depreciating and I'm not enjoying it. And I'm not driving because I'm trying to conserve miles. It's just a waste of a car on the roads here. I just end up launch controlling at all the stoplights, which is fun, but not the kind of fun that I intend for this car. So we're gonna load them up. And then we've got Princess over here is coming with her new look. Oh, don't film it, don't film it. You can't show it, bro. You can't, hey, stop. I might have got a fingerprint on your lens. Don't show it. Oh, no, don't show it.